Mm.
And I was even reading there were about 3 massacres in Rwanda in the build-up towards the 1994 official genocide.
Mm.
A lot of people call it a Rwandan civil war, but would you agree it was more genocide against the Tutsi people?
So that's a very sensitive question. It's so sensitive that if I was in Rwanda and I said anything, but it's a Rwandan it's a genocide against the Tutsi, I'll probably end up in jail.
Wow,
that's how sensitive it is.
Wow.
But the truth of the matter is there are Hutus that died. This was a war. It started out as a war. Like I told you, 1990 there was a civil war of the Tutsi diaspora or refugees coming back home, and the Hutu government trying to protect its borders. And so even during the genocide, there will be moderate Hutus. Say a Hutu is married to a Tutsi and wants to protect his wife, and if the Interahamwe, do you know what Interahamwe is?
No.
Interahamwe. So Interahamwe was a paramilitary group that was created by the genocidal government. Interahamwe means the people that attack together. The historical context of the name comes from a group that used to fight for the king, an elite force for the king back in the days before colonialism. But they got it again and they used it as the Hutus that were carrying out the genocide. When you see these videos of people with pangas, those are the Interahamwe. They were trained, they got pangas from China, imported thousands of pangas. And,
pangas, what is that?
Pangas is machete, machete? Yeah, like knives, but they had all sorts of things, knives.
That's what's just so, shocking about the war. It was very, not rudimentary, but it wasn't very advanced warfare. It was people in the streets with their hands and like machetes and wow, honestly.
There's also stories of people so if they would come into a house and they kill the people, right? The mother, the father, the sons, and they find a baby.
Oh no.
9 months, let's say.
Oh no.
They would get the baby, smash the baby on the wall, for example. Or there's this one that's very famous or known. They'll put them in, like in Africa, they have this wooden thing where they crush nuts to make it fly. Yeah, they would do that to the baby.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll put the baby inside and they'll smash the baby into...
Oh, like a pestle and mortar kind of... Oh, wow.
But these people were so it's very crazy because the president that died in 1994, which started the genocide, there's rumors or the stories that say he was dealing in cocaine. So these presidents back in the day, in the 80s, maybe even now in Africa, they are not just presidents. It's more like a mafia, like a criminal.
In Nigeria, Tinubu has loads of links to...
You understand? I think he was arrested in America.
In America in the 90s.
Yeah.
I think he has some connections with the Nigerian mafia. They're very infamous.
Yeah, you see. So these are criminals. So the Interahamwes were on crack, on cocaine. These were very psyched out people, And they say it in there nowadays, we have something called gacaca. Gacaca means it was the ancient judiciary in Rwanda before colonialism. And the way it works is the perpetrator comes and the victim's family comes and there's a group of judges and they talk. The perpetrator confesses what they did, and if the family forgives, the issue is forgiven. If the family doesn't forgive, the judge chooses the sentence.
Okay.
So
I just